Welcome everybody. Wow, is that light bright? Is it blowing? I'm trying to figure out where to mount the lights around me. Not exactly sure. I'm not, this is not like the studio I want to do in the RV. This is just the back of my truck. And it's really hard kind of to set up and figure out the lighting and stuff. What? Look what I got you. Look at this. You know what's weird? I can get her toys, I can get her boxes, I can get her all sorts of goodness. You know, the free stuff like this, she has more fun with a paper bag than she has with store-bought toys, right? Which do you choose? Which one of these would you rather play with? A bag with an opening that you can climb in? Or see what I mean? See what I mean? She prefers a bag over that. Anyway, welcome everybody to another Friday live vlog. I wasn't gonna go live. I was debating because of cell phone service, and plus I had to get loaded and everything else. And I thought to myself, you know what? Let's do it. One last live vlog before my days off, because I do plan on going live at Disney and Universal next week. Maybe even from my doctor's visit. I gotta go see my doctor. Go play with the bag. But I figured, why not go ahead, go live real fast while I'm cooking dinner. I'm making some shepherd's pie out here on the road. Yes, you can eat decently without having fast food out here on the road, even in a truck. In the RV, you figure it. You got the oven, you got the refrigerator, the freezer, and all that good stuff. But out here in a truck, it's a little bit more difficult to do it. And plus, in the RV, you got plenty of room for the cat to run around where she's not interrupting you and trying to say, hey, wait a second, you're not paying attention to me. That's what's going on out here. Let's see here. Doris. Hey Doris, hello there. Yeah, I really love the pictures you were sending me. That place looks amazing. It looks, I don't believe in ghosts or anything like that, but if I did, that prison you went to over these last couple days, wow, that place, if there was a such thing as ghost, they would be in that prison. That was a pretty amazing journey. And that's the type of things I live for. That's what I want to do with my time. I don't get very much free time, but if I did, it would be doing what you did, getting on an Amtrak train or some sort of train, going for a couple hours to some place and check out things like possibly haunted prisons or insane asylums or just crazy things. And I'm glad to see some of you guys are doing that. And thank you for those videos and the pictures, or the pictures, not the videos. I didn't get, other people were sending me videos, you were sending me pictures. It's been a whole texting bunch of craziness over the last couple of days because a lot of you guys were out doing stuff. What? Come here. Oh, I should just put you in the bag. Which leads me to one of the things I wanted to talk about. It's hard for me to text back. All you guys were like sending me stuff and phone calls and hangouts and stuff like that while I was driving. And sometimes it's really hard for me to communicate back with you in a timely fashion. And especially because I've been driving through the heart of Alabama and the heart of Georgia, not on the main interstate systems. And my various service providers, well, I was roaming a lot of the time, so I would get messages, you know, and then I park at a Walmart parking lot or something like that, and I wasn't able to communicate back and forth, whether it was Verizon, T-Mobile, Sprint, just dead air. So, and a lot of times it's just, I'm driving and not paying attention and just listening to music, and then all of a sudden I park and I see, whoa, you got like 30 messages. How do I respond to all these people? So live is a perfect way to respond. live video is a great way to respond. Though it's more personal when you're able to text back. I just can't always respond personal. Don't take that personally. But I'm just saying sometimes it's hard to do that. Something I didn't put in my notes happened today. We have a truck driver that works with us that's within our company that has a pretty amazing story to tell, and she is going to sit with me when I get a chance to hook up with her either at my yard in Wildwood or maybe out here on the road and do a quick interview. I'm thinking about doing it live. I think you guys are going to find it fascinating, because I do. How she is truck driving, what it's like for her to be a truck driver, what it's like for her out here on the road, what it's like for her to work for a company, and how other, male people interact with her and stuff like that, and what led her to be who she is today, and why she's a truck driver. And you may think to yourself, well, what's the big deal? There's a lot of female truck drivers out there. That would be sexist if a company wouldn't, hire her or treat her any different. But she's transgender. That's something to throw in the blender, right? So yeah, we have a transgender female, male to female, that works for our company. And the person that hires and stuff like that, Paula, who you guys have seen, I took out to Blue Man Group and stuff in the past, introduced me, and so I got a phone call, or she gave her my phone number and called me on the telephone. She called me on the telephone, and I spoke for about an hour. This was like about 3 weeks ago. And I had all those questions, wow, what's it like going into the truck stops and having other truck drivers look at you, and deal, or what are your feelings and all this other stuff. And we had a long conversation. Pretty incredible person. Secretive when she wants to be secretive, but still pretty open and willing to talk, and is willing to let me interview her on my channel. So I'm really excited about that. But what my thoughts are, whether to do it as a normal daily vlog, or possibly go live, and that way you guys, if you have any questions, respectable, of course. I don't want to alienate somebody and make somebody feel bad. I want, positivity. You always keep positive, and so I really want, I don't want anybody to be mean and ask those, because those people that are going to ask the stupid mean questions or say evil things, but I'm sure that she's already had to deal with all that stuff in the past, so it may not hurt her feelings. I don't know, but I think what an incredible opportunity. We're just living in those times where there's so much hate and stuff in the world. Be kind of cool to talk to somebody that has had to deal with that and how they cope with it, and especially in the truck driving industry, in the transportation industry. It's something that you don't see or hear or even think about too often. But anyway, so this morning I was getting unloaded up in Alabama, and she was there. So I'm not gonna lie, I felt kind of weird at first because she waved as I was passing by. So I pulled over, and I got out of my truck and with my coffee, and I don't know what proper etiquette is. So, fist bump, walk up, fist bump, and we talked for a few minutes and stuff like that. And then I had to go get unloaded, so I said, what the heck? So I gave her a hug and said, I will get back with you. We got to communicate more and set this up. And yeah, very nice person, very awesome. And I'm glad that she's working with our company, and I'm so glad that our company is open-minded like that. It's just mind-blowing. You don't you don't always think of it as from the driver's perspective, but you got to think of the company's perspective too. We're not in Silicon Valley working. This isn't San Francisco Bay Area tech industry, liberal type thing. I mean, I'm progressive liberal. I'm sorry if anybody's out there doesn't agree with me, but I'm progressive liberal. But the trucking industry in general isn't like that. So it's so awesome to be working for a company like Cocky Trucking. God, I hope I don't get in trouble for calling my own company out. But if any of the Cocky family and stuff like that do see my videos, because I know you guys use my pictures on your website and stuff like that. But if you guys, I'm giving you praise. This is praise. Thank you for being an awesome company and not fall into that category of whatever our category, whatever the truck driving category is. I don't even know what I'm saying right now, but I just thank you for being an awesome company and being open-minded. Wow, because this is something that I never even thought of in this industry before, and I'm all for it. Hey, everybody needs to work, and everybody needs a break, and everybody needs people that will understand. And our company does. So be looking forward to that. I don't know when it'll be, but she did say that she has no problem doing it. I can ask questions, so like I'm saying, probably live, let you guys ask. I'm getting things here. Let's see here. Doris Hearn says, next trip there is the haunted tour. I seen you wrote about that on, was it Facebook or Google Plus or something, that they do haunted tours at that prison. That would be amazing. William, hey William, hey Rick, do it live. I have reservations about doing it live just because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings if somebody writes in something hateful. But if she's all for the live, yeah, I'll go live. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings for what someone else might say. Doris says I was find out which when she's more comfortable. That's exactly what I'm saying, Doris. I don't want to just make the call on that. That's I've been making my own calls on things for a while since I started this YouTube venture thing, and I found I had to actually pull a video last week thinking that I was doing something good, trying to generate money to help a family that I really like, that have an incredible roadside attraction that was vandalized. And so I went to said attraction, shot some video, and went inside the other museum and donated $50 to help replace a window that was shattered with a brick. And I actually had to, I pulled the video because the owners of the museum of this roadside attraction didn't want that stuff out there. They one of them in particular said, think positive. They want to put positivity out there, and they don't want to show the negative side of what happens sometimes. And so I pulled that video off of YouTube, though and without, because I didn't even ask if I could do that. I just did it, and not knowing that what the other people might think. And so yeah, sometimes you think you're doing good and you have good intentions, but you don't think about the consequences of what it can have on other people that you're trying to do things for. It's just being a numbskull, and that's me. I didn't, So when it comes to this, I definitely, because of this last incident, and trust me, I love those people in a certain town, and they watch my videos, and so I don't want to say who they are. I apologize for that. I thought I was doing good, and it'll never happen again. Anytime I do something like that, I will get permission from you guys first, because I love you guys. So yeah, I definitely, sometimes I just do things not thinking of the consequences. But in this particular case, yeah, I'm gonna find out if she's comfortable going live and answering your guys' questions, and if not, we can just shoot normal video, and I can cut stuff up to whatever she feels comfortable with, let her see it first, and then share it with the world. So I think that's the best thing to do. So this is my last week of work. Not me. I'm not quitting my job. On the 17th, I'm taking 5 days off, five or 7 days off. I haven't decided yet. Going to Halloween Horror Nights on the 20th, and doing the Disney's beer and wine garden, all the one of the festivals that goes on every year at Epcot, and gonna be enjoying that, and also probably one night of Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween. So I'm going to be doing Universal's Halloween Horror Nights, which is going to be great because of Stranger Things. But then we got Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween possibly the next night, with during the daytime, possibly the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot. Getting more messages here. Jealous. Doris says she's jealous. My cat just jumped in front of the camera. Doris says she's jealous. I don't know of what. What, of Halloween Horror Nights? I'm jealous of myself, because we're doing RIP again this year, all behind the scenes fun stuff. I'm not going to be able to record the houses. I might be able to get permission to do 1 or 2 of the houses. I'll probably do quick clips with the Google Clip here, and just throw them into the video. But I don't want to spoil the houses for anybody. I will be recording the scare zones. I'll go live from Universal during the feed. They're gonna feed us and do everything like they did last year, and so once we get our guides and stuff like that, I'll end the live. But I'll be going live, probably going in and then probably sitting down while we're eating and having some of the characters come to our table and stuff like that, and then I'll end it. I'll go do the tour and the show, which is the Academy of Villains are taking over the Bill and Ted stage this year, because Bill and Ted is no longer. So the Academy of Villains is taking over the what is that stage? The Bill and Ted stage, which is normally the Fear Factor stage. So it's a big arena. So it's going to be kind of cool to see what Academy of Villains is going to be set, what they're planning on doing with that huge stage, because that's a lot of room for a dance troupe. So I'm getting excited about it. So I will be recording the scare zones and stuff like that for the vlog. And then what are you looking out the window meowing at? Yeah, hush. And yeah, so I got a pretty busy, fun-filled week off of work, which is great, because I'm not gonna lie, I told my dispatcher today, I'm getting burnt out. Yeah, they've been keeping me so busy. I haven't had a day off in like 60 days now. It's been a little over 2 months by next week when I go home. I haven't had a day off. So it's not a scheduled day off. I mean, I've had a day off, but it wasn't scheduled. Yeah, it's been over 2 months, and it's kind of wearing on me, which it's okay. It's okay to get burnt out at work. It pushes you to your limits. So once you get pushed to that limit, you try and beat that next time. And for next year, I'm gonna try and only take like 6 days off of work throughout the entire year, because I have plans. I need to generate revenue, and there's trips I want to take. I want to get the RV ready for a long 12-month trip out on the road. What? Oh, shush. Go play in the back. Here, look. Jump up in it. Jump in it. Oh, yeah, let's see here. Before we go on to the next topic, before my shepherd's pie is done. Uh, Dynamic says, loving the vlogs, man. Thank you. The live or regular? Hey, I'm sorry that the vlogs have been not that great. Because I had to pull one of my vlogs the other day, I had to do a really quick one, and Jim Jensen actually sent me an email with a news article about autonomous trucks and how they're going to take over our jobs in the near future, which gave me a little bit of content to create a short little crappy vlog. And all my vlogs lately have been crappy, but they're getting ready to get good. I've just been getting burnt out, like I said, at work and everything else, and it's kind of flowing into my videos, the burnt outness. But it's getting ready to get better, because once I go to the doctor, get my physical done, and it's that time where I got to go to the doctor. Not only because it's my job, and they need to make sure that, hey, you're physically fit, which I don't know if I am, but the doctor will tell me. And plus, I'm getting at that age to where they need to do I need to go in and do certain things, supposedly. I mean, yeah, you got to do that when you hit a certain age. But I came to the conclusion that even because of those tests you have to have at 50 and 55 and 60 or whatever years you're supposed to have them, if they ever do find something, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I probably just quality. I think I'd go for the quality of life rather than have to deal with all the treatment stuff. So, but it's something you're supposed to do, and I got to do it, and I'll do it next week, and then I'll have content. I'll have doctor content. I'll have the universal, the camping. I'm going to take the RV out, so there's going to be a lot of stuff coming. So it'll get better. But thanks for liking them already. And yeah, I was you know what's weird though? I put a lot more effort into creating this daily stuff, but on my almost daily channel, the subscriber count's jumping up. Before I know it, that's going to reach 500, and I only put videos over there like once every couple months. But the subscribers is climbing, and the view count is going way up. And on this channel that I'm putting a lot of effort into and trying to do my best to record a daily, or not daily, even though it's called the daily vlog, but I'm putting a lot more effort into this channel. The growth rate is very slow, and the views aren't bad. I'm keeping over 4,000 hours, but the growth is really slow. So, which is kind of weird. I got to figure out why the other channel, which I'm not really doing anything on, is growing, and then this channel here, it's growing a lot slower. I think the trick is to stop making videos here, focus on that, and then this channel is going to grow when I forget about it, and the other channel will probably fall a little bit. I don't know. I'm just having fun doing it, even though I'm burnt out at work. I'm not burnt out on this. Last week of work, doctor's appointment, hard to text people when I'm at work and driving, pulled video. Only last thing is my nomadic life plan. That's about it. And then I could end this, because if you guys heard that ding up there, that was my shepherd's pie I was baking while I was driving. Before I parked, I had a shepherd's pie baking for a little while, and it just completed. So I'm gonna be able to eat dinner tonight. Not McDonald's, not Burger King, not Taco Bell. Homemade shepherd's pie. Pretty excited about that. William says, they've been telling me I needed to do all that stuff 20 plus years ago, and I smiled and kept living. 73 so far, and I can still pull a chair up to the table. Yeah, exactly. I think it's the quality of life thing. I've been rewatching Breaking Bad. I binge watched, so I just finished binge watching all the Greatest American Heroes, and I binge watched Briscoe County Jr. Now I'm back to watching Breaking Bad again, and I was watching Walter White's life, going, you know, what if he didn't go do that treatment and stuff like that. He could have become a gangster a lot faster. I don't know. I think it's the quality over. That's what I'm going to do. But then again, let's say they do find, say somebody finds something in one of us, right? And they go, oh, you got like a year, maybe 2 at the most, so make the best of it. You still need the money to make the best of it. So that's what freaks me out, is say somebody does find something, you still have to work, you still have to make money to live, to buy food. I mean, I'm pretty much debt free right now, except for the phone bill. I have a phone bill, a Netflix bill, and what else do I have? Phone bill's the big one. So, you know, but you could get rid of that. There's free Wi-Fi everywhere, so you really don't need a phone bill. But you still need to live. And if you want to go a bucket list, say you have your bucket list all set up and you want to go do things, it costs money. Where's that money going to come from? You got to work. So no matter what, even if you're got some terminal illness, you can't just go do your bucket list stuff, because that bucket list costs money. So I don't know. I would definitely do my best, which goes to my nomadic life plan. I think that's what I'm gonna do. It's weird because you make these plans, right? So I had these floating plans. I want to go to Bangkok, I want to go to Vietnam, I want to go to Japan, I want to go to Shanghai, China, those 2 Disney theme parks, you know, Disneyland Tokyo, Disneyland Shanghai. And then I also want to do some Thailand, hit the beaches, and some Vietnam and stuff like that. So that's still in the works, but that puts off my nomadic life a little bit, because I want to do that stuff like after January. So I can do it, but that's a large chunk of money to just hop on an airplane and go do that stuff. But it's a bucket list. You want to see that stuff before you kick the bucket. So I would be putting off venturing off in the RV or doing some upgrades to go do that stuff. And that so I'm thinking about putting off my nomadic life at least another 12 months. Because my plan was next year, 2019, to kind of retire, you know, work 6 months, play 6 months, work 6 months, play 6 months. So for those first 6 months of work, you're saving up your money, so that last 6 months you could just go do whatever. Drive the RV to Alaska. Well, I don't know if my RV could do an Alaska trip. But if it breaks down, I'm only at the thing only costs $5,000. So I'm not really out a lot, and I can come back to work early. Going back to how awesome this company is, the other day when I was at the yard, my boss told me, she goes, you're the only one holding yourself back from doing this. And I said, well, yeah, but I got a job. And she goes, and she made it a point. She goes, no, you're the only one holding yourself back from doing this. Does that mean that I can do it and I always have a job? If I fail, I can always just come back? I don't know, because it was kind of hidden message there. It was like, yeah, I'm the only one holding myself back. I can just take off in the RV tomorrow, I guess. Try it out. Drive to California, drive to Oregon or Washington, and turn around and come back to Florida. Go to Burning Man, go do this crazy stuff. But there's something holding me back from doing it, and I think it's that money thing. It's like you got that bucket list, you want to do it. Who's holding you back? Yourself. It's yourself holding you back. If your company's telling you you can do it, you're the only one stopping yourself. I guess I am the only one stopping myself at the moment. But so I understand what they're telling me, so I'm gonna do that, but I just need to do a couple things before I do that. And so my plan for my nomadic life is going to be held off for 12 months, because I do want to do some of this overseas stuff. Let's see here. You definitely need to come to Missouri Lots to do in St. Louis. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of YouTube about St. Louis. Like one thing, Doris. St. Louis, Illinois. Is that West St. Louis or East St. Louis? That would be East St. Louis, right? Because Missouri is on West, Illinois is. But East St. Louis is the most dangerous city in the state of Illinois. More murders, more rapes, more home invasions, more break-ins. But East St. Louis, no, it's West St. Louis. West St. Louis seems to be calling my name, because every time I hop on I-70 and I cross that big white suspended bridge and hop and continue on, all those deserted, crumbling down brick buildings just call me. I want to pull over on the side of the road. I want to go explore those buildings. I mean, I can't do it solo because who knows what lives inside of those abandoned buildings. I would definitely want someone to go with me for security and safety reasons. But there's definitely some things I want to see and do there, and explore some of those old brick abandoned inner city type things. Not over by the Anheuser-Busch Brewery. There's things over there I want to see too. You got the Hard Rock and that whole market area. I definitely want to go over there. But I want to do some of that urban exploring in the dangerous parts of your city. I don't know why. I know it's dangerous, but danger's my middle name. Now, St. Louis seems like a really cool, crazy place to check out. Hard Rock is closed. The Hard Rock in that market, as you're going by the freeway and by that baseball stadium, you guys got that big baseball stadium there. That Hard Rock is out of business? Question mark. I never knew that. You got to take someone to the abandoned places that cannot run as fast as you. Exactly. That could be anybody. And anything could run faster than me. I don't believe you would have to run. I think even bad people, I don't know. There's something about when you have a camera in your hand, people, even bad people, love to be on camera. And so I think if you just stop and talk to them instead of running like you're running from a rabid dog, I think people could be talked to. And I don't think you always have to run. Yeah, getting in fights and arguing and fighting, yeah, that's a way to protect yourself, But as you get older, fighting hurts. It hurts to get hit, punched, kicked. Back when you're younger, it doesn't hurt so much. You got that adrenaline pumping and you could just go, You worry about the pain afterwards. Now when you get older, it hurts. And you learn to talk to people and deflate, you don't, I don't know. It just seems to me that people are more willing to talk nowadays than they were in the past. In the past, people were always wanting to fight or hurt you, or if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time type thing. But I think if you're in that wrong place at the wrong time, there's always that opportunity to talk to people. And so I don't know if someone needs to run faster than me or not. That's Union Station. They're redoing the whole thing. It kind of looked cool from the freeway as you go over. It looked like it was old, abandoned, cool market area. And then you see this little tiny Hard Rock underneath that cool canopy at nighttime. I hope when they redo it, if they are redoing it, I hope they don't take that awesomeness away, because it looked pretty cool. William says that was supposed to be a joke. Let me see what you wrote before that. You got to take someone. Oh, it was supposed to be a joke, but it's true. That's probably the best way to do it. That's the way they do it in the movies. That I was surprised that Captain America in the last Avengers movie was keeping right up with Black Panther. If I was Captain America, I would have let Black Panther just lead the way. That way, he gets in the battle. Same thing, right? You don't rush into something. East St. Louis, Louisiana. Okay, do not like outsiders. I wouldn't even go over there. I worked at Union Station when it was a big deal shopping center, the tourist attraction. Now they're turning it into an aquarium, and there is still is a hotel there. I didn't know there was a hotel there originally. An aquarium wouldn't be bad. It's weird how dead that city. I mean, the football. You guys don't have a football. The Rams, the Los Angeles Rams moved there, right? You guys had the Rams for a while. Now the football stadium is closed, I believe, because I drove by it the other day, and there was no team thing up there. And what was weird, back in the past when I was doing Route 66 stuff, going past the stadium, that whole where they built a parking lot back there, they put a lot of businesses out of business to build that football stadium parking lot. A lot of old, I think it was Irish, wasn't that an Irish community back there? All those old brick buildings and all that. There was like a rich Irish history back there that's no longer exists because they did that parking lot for the football stadium. Now there's no football team. They built all that, put all these family businesses out of business, and now they themselves are out of business. So I guess what goes around comes around. They use it for concerts and events. There's a casino there too that probably has a lot of space for concerts and stuff. Yeah, definitely something I want to go to. I want to check out the new museum and stuff under the arch. St. Louis is a pretty cool town. I mean, even though it's kind of going the way of Detroit, in my head anyway, it's like St. Louis is the new Detroit. Detroit is probably going to clean itself up, as St. Louis sinks. But who knows? It's those old. I don't feel bad. I don't feel scared or afraid going into Detroit. I can go into Detroit 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Feel fine. Chicago. Everybody talks about how crazy and Chicago is. I love Chicago. I have no issues with Chicago whatsoever. As I'm getting messages here, I made 2 videos tonight. I feel. Oh, hold on. I am live. Steph Lake writes, not here. I made 2 videos tonight. I feel accomplished. How are you? Steph, I'm doing great. Was talking about you earlier today with Doris, as a matter of fact. Well, you're probably not watching. You're going to watch this on a replay. You just texted me. We were talking about long distance relationships and stuff like that and how they suck. What? She's talking. Yeah, so... But everybody could always be friends. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this at the 30. Let's end it at the 40-minute mark. It's just I am getting ready to chow down on some homemade shepherd's pie. And I'm really excited about that. Any more things coming in here? Our new commissioner is cleaning things up here, which makes it even better. Oh, God, what was it? I was watching some videos on the commissioner in St. Louis, Missouri, and police chiefs and the police commissioners and all this other stuff, and the corruption that is going on in between all that. Yeah, I watch crazy videos on YouTube because I don't want to copy anybody. So the people that I idolize, that I would like to be like on YouTube, I just don't have the time, because they all quit their jobs and they travel around the country and do, and are able to do awesome video content, stuff that I wish I could do. I try not to watch them as much anymore because there's going to be a day where I can be like them, but I don't want to copy them. So if you see, you take, I know, like, for a while, like, Adam, he's from Kissimmee, Adam the Woo. If you don't know who he is, check him out on Adam the Woo. And when I first started, I mean, I was doing YouTube videos, before I knew who he was, but I was doing like hour-long videos that didn't make any sense and stuff like that. Then I got turned on to Adam when he did that abandoned Six Flags in New Orleans video, and I seen what he was doing, and then I took on his mannerisms, and I didn't realize that, but I went back and watched some of my videos from like 2 years ago, and I go, wait a second, I was saying some of the same words that Adam was saying. And so I caught myself, and I continued watching his videos, but then I would pick up other things and start doing those, and I go, yeah, I can't be doing this. So I stopped watching Adam. I mean, I subscribe and stuff like that, and periodically I'll check in on what he, if he puts a video out that, like a Back to the Future video or something like that, I'll, filming location, or I'll check it out. Or if he goes to the Superman Museum, I'll check it out, because those are the places I go to. Jacob the Carpetbagger, same thing. I remember when he was his channel was the same size as my channel, and then all of a sudden, overnight, boom, 100,000 subscribers. He gets like in months, and so I watch these people also, but I try not to watch it because I try to see what they did to grow, and I know what Jacob. I mean, I honestly, I don't know what Jacob did. I think how Jacob grew was collaboration. I think you collab with someone, like he collaborated a couple videos with Adam. Boom. Collaboration does it. But I don't want to copy. I don't want to copy people, and so I don't watch those. But let's see. I do watch YouTube videos now that don't go along with the people I normally watch. So I do watch city videos, roadside, what type of roadside attractions are in certain places, like St. Louis, Missouri, like Hannibal, Missouri, and Orlando, Florida, where I live. I watch those videos. Now, that because I'm not going to copy people that I admire. I just want to see what's in a local place, so I might be able to hit it one day. And I watched some videos on St. Louis, and that's how I found out about the corruption in the government there, which doesn't make no difference to me. I don't live there. Let's see. You are right, buddy. Hey, Dustin, how you doing? Long distance relationships suck. I'm in a long distance relationship. I don't get to see her in a year. We've been together for 3. It's hard. It's definitely hard. It's hard. I kind of, I'll take the blame on the me and Steph thing, because we were kind of making plans here and there to run away in the RV and live that lifestyle. She was going to quit her job, and we were going to go do all this. I'm the one that kind of backed out of that. I got scared because what happens if the money runs out? How do we generate revenue out on the road? And things were happening so fast. And what's weird about long distance relationships, even though known each other for years, a lot of that time is just knowing the person over the internet. Yeah, you see each other periodically, go out, you may travel across the country and see them and have coffee or something like that, or you may fly them for a few days to hang out and stuff like that. But most of the time you're communicating over the phone or video chat or just in social media, and building a relationship on that, and just running away all of a sudden just to be together, just from internet dating type thing. It's kind of scary. I mean, it's not that it wouldn't work. It's just you really don't know a person that way, and I don't. More for her protection than my own, I think that I kind of slowed that down and kind of killed it a little bit, because I'm not good in relationships, and I don't want to burden. You know, someone may have an image of you, and that image, if it's just through this, could be wrong. So I don't want to screw someone else's life up. I'm afraid of that. You know, they have their house and their jobs and their careers and stuff like that, and they're running away to be with somebody like me. And that's a lot of pressure on somebody. That's a lot of pressure on me, because I know I'm no catch. So yeah, and that whole long distance thing, you know, wish it wasn't so long. Then you could build a relationship a lot better. But yeah, I think I don't know. I just don't think I'm meant to be in another relationship. Mayor still sucks. Yeah, I don't doubt it. I was thinking about running for mayor of our little town, you know, but I got a job, I got to work, and I'm always gone. I don't know if I could be mayor of Wildwood, Florida, or Bushnell, Florida, or anything, being out on the road. But it would be fun. All right, guys, I am at the 46-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and end this vlog and chow down on some shepherd's pie and catch up on this week's episode of Fear the Walking Dead. I'm kind of curious what's going on there. And some Master Chefs. I think I got 2 episodes of Master Chefs I have to watch, which I don't know why I'm hooked on that show. I love Master Chef. Master Chef Junior is an incredible show. Love that show. I don't know why I like that stuff, but I do. See, I'm bad relationship stuff because I like stupid TV. And I have what? Let go of the blanket. And I'm turning into a cat lover. Guys are not supposed to love cats. Yeah, we're not. What? Yeah, we're not supposed to love cats. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and go. You guys keep an eye out for future live videos, because one of these times I could have a pretty incredible interview getting ready to happen. I'm excited about that. So until the next time, probably from Cousin Eddie the RV, as I'm getting ready to venture off to the Disney area campgrounds, I will talk to you on the next one. Let me clear off any of these. Doris says, good night, enjoy your dinner. I will, Doris. Thank you so much for checking in. Thank you for your photos of the scary prison. And I wasn't joking. It looks like Tom Hanks and those guys, or not, it wasn't Tom Hanks. Who was in Shawshank? It looked like Shawshank to me. It looks like that's what it looked like to me. Who was in Shawshank? Morgan Freeman and what's his name? I don't know, but it looks like they could have been there with you in those photos. Anyway, guys, I love you all. Until the next time, peace out, everybody.